The job search process is different for everyone, but one thing that is often true is that it can be very time-consuming. I believe it was Confucius who said, looking for a job in itself is a full-time job. Maybe that was Yoda. Who knows? That can be the case for many. Although it's not always true, some people apply to just one job and get it. Hopefully that's you. That being said, there are a handful of ways you can shorten and optimize the process for yourself. In this lesson, we'll cover ways to search for open roles and tips for submitting your application and how to stand out. A big help in the job hunt is knowing where and how to look. There are a couple different ways to approach it. Let's dive in. Ways to search for open roles. There are 4 main ways you can conduct your search. You can search by company, by position, you can turn to your network, or you can use a recruiter. When it comes to searching by company, a great place to start is by creating a list of some of your top choices. Then you'll want to confirm a few things prior to submitting an application. Location. Make sure they're in the location you're focused or in a location you're willing to move to. While a lot of companies are more open to remote work than they used to be, many won't hire outside their regional area, even if you say you're going to move. Company research. Check out reviews, salary numbers, and other data to see if the company's internal culture aligns with what you're looking for. Glassdoor is a great resource for this. This one person says their company has a strict no pineapple on pizza policy in the office. Finally, someone who understands me. What jobs are available? Go to their website and head to Careers or the Jobs page. You can typically find it in the navigation or in the footer. If they don't have anything open you're looking for, you can often sign up for email alerts to be notified of job openings as they become available. Tips to approach the application are coming up in a minute, but be sure to never apply to too many jobs at the same company at once. For searching by role, there are many ways to go about it. The best place to start is to determine what roles you're targeting. Create a list of keywords that match what you're looking for. Positions are often called different things at different companies. For example, marketing manager could also be marketing lead, product marketing manager, or brand manager. You'll want to conduct searches for all of these if you're interested in all of them. Looks like this company's looking for a marketing wizard. Guess that's me. You're a wizard, Harry. Get it? Lord of the Rings? Then you can search for open roles in job search engines or aggregation sites. LinkedIn is a great one because you can often immediately see what connections you have at companies as part of the search process. Indeed, this one is a bit of a catch-all, meaning it'll potentially have every single job opening in the world on it. Well, not the world, but there are a ton. Could be helpful, but it could also be overwhelming. Built-in. In some large cities, Built-in is a great resource. They also have tons of company news articles, have great ratings of companies, and also have aggregate job openings. It's not all-encompassing, but can definitely be helpful for what they do have. The rest. There are tons of others like ZipRecruiter, Glassdoor, etc., etc. There's definitely no shortage of places to look. Your network can also be a great resource to track down open roles. Sometimes employees at companies will know about open roles before they become publicly available. Similarly, lots of roles are shared on LinkedIn as companies grow their teams. Be sure not to slack on scrolling through LinkedIn on any given day. There's a lot more to networking in general. Don't forget to check out our Networking 101 lesson to dive deeper. Lastly, recruiters can be an option to help you in your job search. One thing to note is that recruiters are paid by companies, not job seekers. They tend to be best for individuals who work in very high demand fields like user experience design and engineering, and can often be beneficial when you're deep in your career. At the entry level or early career stage, they'll typically not be open to working with you. But when you do get to a point when you're working with them, recruiters can be huge advocates for you. Tips for applying. Alright, we talked about how to find roles. Now let's get to the meaty stuff. The age-old question. How do I stand out in my job search? They've been asking that question since the Stone Age. Let's look at a few ways to help you come out on top. Resume. It all starts with the resume. This is the first point of entry for every job. To stand out, cater it to the role as much as you can. It's best not to just fire off the same resume to a bunch of employers. I've found it very beneficial to put in the few extra minutes before applying to make customizations to my resume where necessary. Want more resume tips? Check out our lesson called, you guessed it, Resume Tips. Cover letter. While not every position requires a cover letter, many do. The cover letter is an opportunity to elaborate on parts of your resume that align directly with the role you're applying for and demonstrate your excitement. Make sure to customize it with wording and language specific to the role. Align it with the job description and show you've done your research. Can you mention the company pillars, beliefs, or cool things they've done? Keep it concise and impactful. Outreach emails. Once you apply, it can often be beneficial to reach out to the hiring manager or HR rep. This can help you stand out and it only takes a couple extra minutes. Make it personal, concise, and to the point. Remember what I mentioned about how many applications hiring managers get? Now think about how many people send them personal emails. Yeah, not many. Networking. Networking is a great way to stand out, and it can often help you get a position. It can be better to reach out to someone at the company before you apply. Great opportunity to get some extra oomph behind your application. Work the network. Like I said before, for more networking tips, check out Networking 101 lesson. So you can see how looking for a job can be a full-time job on its own. But if you go about it with the strategy and use some of the key approaches we discuss here, you'll be all good.